In the heart of Europe, nestled among majestic peaks and crystal-clear lakes, lies a land of astonishing contrasts and timeless beauty. Switzerland. A country where nature reveals itself in all its glory, creating a mosaic of landscapes that defy imagination. From ancient glaciers to perfectly preserved medieval towns, from alpine meadows to advanced cities, this journey will take us through a country that has harmoniously blended tradition and innovation. Prepare yourself for an adventure that will excite all your senses. Welcome to Switzerland. A small-scale country, but immense in its ability to amaze and inspire. Have you ever thought a country could be a natural water park? Switzerland has over 1,500 lakes, one for every 6.5 square kilometers. It is like being able to take a refreshing dip anytime, anywhere. Furthermore, the Swiss flag is one of only 2 national flags in the world that is square. The other belongs to the Vatican. A unique blend of culture and innovation, where ancient and modern merge in perfect harmony. The cobblestone streets of the old town speak of centuries past, while the skyscrapers of the financial district project a city of the future. Here art finds its home, in over 100 galleries and museums, offering a feast for the eyes and mind. But Zurich is not only about culture. It is also the gateway to its namesake lake and the Alps, a haven for nature lovers. As evening falls, the city transforms. Unveiling a vibrant cuisine and nightlife that rivals Europe's capitals. Zurich is a city that breathes life and surprises you at every corner. A place where every day promises new discoveries. Bern, the capital of Switzerland, enchants with its well-preserved medieval center, recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site, despite touches of more modern architecture. Its distinctive arcaded streets, with long vaulted walkways, offer shelter and comfort for shopping in all seasons. Unique in Europe, Zitglog, a 13th century astronomical clock tower. A masterpiece of artistry and mechanical precision. marks the city's time with animated figures each hour. Bern is also known for its 6 kilometers of arcades, hosting cozy cafes. Art galleries and antique shops. The Aare River adds character to the scene, flowing through the city, offering both breathtaking views and a relaxing place to stroll along its banks. Himugano, a sapphire gem nestled among lush green mountains. A slice of Mediterranean paradise on Swiss soil. Its waters twist between Switzerland and Italy, reflecting a sea that is nearly always blue, creating an atmosphere of peace and timeless beauty. Quaint villages line its shores, each with its own story to tell. Morcote, for example, with steep alleys and pastel houses, climbing the hillside as if from a painting. Gandria, only reachable by boat, where time seems to have stood still. But the lake is not only about beauty. It is also alive and vibrant. You can sail on its waters, dive into its depths, or cycle along its surrounding paths. As the sun sets, you might sit on one of many terraces, with a glass of Ticino Merlot in hand, and let yourself be wrapped in the magic of this place, where Switzerland meets Italy, creating a symphony of flavors and unforgettable colors. St. Gallen, tucked between the rolling hills of its namesake canton, a lesser-known treasure of eastern Switzerland. Its beating heart is the Benedictine Abbey, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Whose Baroque library holds manuscripts over 1,000 years old. In a fairy tale atmosphere, St. Gallen is also a vibrant university city, where student energy blends with centuries-old tradition. You can stroll through the bourgeois homes of the old town, admiring the erkers, those richly decorated bay windows, silent witnesses to prosperity brought by the textile trade. And speaking of textiles, the Textile Museum tells the story of the city. Through fine fabrics and delicate lace. For a unique view, you can climb the church tower to admire a mosaic of red rooftops, spreading toward nearby Lake Constance. Gimmelwald. This tiny alpine village is a hidden paradise, only accessible by cable car or mountain trail. It is a perfect example of a peaceful Swiss retreat. from the hustle of more famous tourist spots. Traditional wooden houses and scattered farms offer a raw and awe-inspiring look at the Swiss Alps. Hiking enthusiasts and nature lovers find their heaven here, with many trails offering spectacular views and chances to spot local wildlife. Basel, a border city, a crossroads of cultures where Switzerland, France and Germany meet and merge. Famous for its art scene. It hosts Art Basel, one of the most important contemporary art fairs in the world. The Rhine River runs through the city, its beating heart. In summer, its banks come alive with swimmers, sunbathers and floating bars. The old town, with red sandstone churches and market squares, tells tales of centuries past. But Basel also looks ahead, with Renzo Piano's futuristic architecture dotting the skyline, in fascinating contrast with medieval buildings. Swiss National Park, a pristine nature reserve in the heart of the Engadine Alps. Founded in 1914, it is Switzerland's only national park, and one of the oldest in Europe. Here nature reigns supreme. No human interference allowed. Letting flora and fauna thrive undisturbed. Hike along 80 kilometers of trails, and you might encounter ibex, marmots, or even golden eagles. Deep valleys, pine forests, and alpine meadows form a mosaic of ecosystems, each with its own magic. For seasoned hikers or simple nature lovers, the Swiss National Park offers an authentic experience. A dive into a world where time seems to stand still, and where nature still dictates the rhythm of life. Davos. Not just a mountain resort, but a symbol of striking contrasts. Known worldwide as the host of the World Economic Forum, where global leaders gather to shape the future. It is also a paradise for winter sports enthusiasts. Its perfect slopes attract skiers of all levels, while its summer trails call to hikers. and bikers alike. Along the main promenade, luxury shops mix with gourmet restaurants and traditional cafes. Davos is where high finance meets high altitude, creating a unique atmosphere of alpine cosmopolitanism. Stein am Main, nestled on the banks of the Rhine. A medieval gem unlike many others in Europe. Its half-timbered houses, decorated with colorful frescoes and bay windows, tell stories of merchants and craftsmen from a bygone era. The real star here is the Rhine. More precisely, the Rhinefall, Europe's largest waterfall, roaring from a height of 23 meters. It is a spectacle that awakens all the senses. You can take a boat to get as close as possible to the waterfall and feel the power of nature on your skin. Back in town, Muno Fortress commands the skyline. From its tower, you can enjoy a panoramic view stretching to the Black Forest in Germany. Appenzell, a village that seems hand-painted, the essence of Swiss countryside. Here, tradition is not a memory of the past, but a living reality. Brightly colored houses, adorned with murals telling local legends, create a fairy tale atmosphere. Appenzell is also the heartbeat of a region, famous for spicy cheese and herbal liqueur. Its cobbled streets host artisans working in their workshops, while local farms showcase the making of their renowned cheese. A unique experience is witnessing one of the popular assemblies, still held today in the town square. This village is not just a place, but a journey through time, into the authenticity of Switzerland, defying the years, preserving its genuine and welcoming charm. Lausanne, an Olympic and university city, buzzing with youthful and athletic energy. Nestled on the shores of Lake Geneva, it sprawls across 3 hills. Offering curious views from every angle. Its medieval heart is dominated by a majestic Gothic cathedral, in striking contrast with the contemporary riverside architecture. Here the Olympic Museum tells the story of the Games. While the nearby park offers a stroll among sculptures and lake vistas. Lausanne is not only about sports. It is also about culture. The Flan district, a former industrial zone now revitalized. Thrives with bars, restaurants and art galleries. At night, the city comes alive. From classical music at the opera house to underground clubs, there is something for every taste. St. Moritz, synonymous with alpine luxury and glamour, is more than a ski resort. This jewel of the Engadine has hosted the Winter Olympics twice and remains a favorite destination for the international jet set. But beyond haute couture boutiques and five-star hotels, the real star here is nature. In winter, besides skiing, you can experience the thrill of bobsledding on the Olympic track or ice skating on the frozen lake. In summer, the lake becomes a paradise for sailors and windsurfers, while the surrounding trails invite hikers. Finally, the crystal clear air and intensely blue sky create an almost magical light. Gruyère. This medieval village is famous for its namesake cheese, offering the step back in time with its grand casson. And covered the street wind in tours to no season. Visiting Gruyère is like walking to an open-air museum, where every building and has a story to tell. Moreover, the imposing castle at the village center hosts exhibit of local history and art. Visitors can not only discover the village's cheese-making tradition, but also savor local specialty. In cozy tavern, with panoramic views of the Schorndingau cannot skip. So take a moment, enjoy each second, and let yourself be enchanted by its peace and beauty. Unexplored Europe, known as the top of Europe, is an experience that literally lifts you above the clouds. At 3,454 meters, Iltia is the highest railway station in Europe, accessible by a spectacular journey through tunnels. Carved into the rock, owns at the summit, a breathtaking panorama unfolds of eternal glaciers and the peaks of the Eiger, Menk and Jungfrau, the Ice Palace. Carved into the heart of the glacier, lets you step into a world of crystal blue. On the other hand, the Sphinx Observatory, offers 360-degree views over the Alps. And on the Rediscover even into Germany and France. Whether as you are a mountain enthusiast or simply seeking a unique experience, Unexplored Europe takes your breath away, offering the feeling of touching the sky with your fingertips. Lauterbrunnen, set in one of Switzerland's most spectacular alpine valleys, surrounded by towering mountains. And 72 waterfalls, including the famous Staubach Falls. This picture-perfect village is the ideal starting point to explore the Jungfrau region. With opportunities for hiking, climbing and skiing, typical wooden chalets and flower-filled meadows create a serene village atmosphere. Lauterbrunnen is also known for its alpine flora, attracting botanists and nature lovers alike. In short, this village is paradise for outdoor enthusiasts, offering an authentic and relaxing experience in an extraordinary natural setting. Grimans. This alpine village lies in the heart of Valais, one of Switzerland's most beautiful corners, famous for its traditional houses adorned with geraniums, and as a hub for winter sports. Throughout summer, Grimans becomes a haven for hikers and mountain bikers, with trails winding through alpine meadows and lush forests. The village is also renowned for its local wine, glacier wine aged in barrels for centuries, stored in the village's traditional wooden cellars. Visitors can experience the region's rich cultural heritage through various seasonal festivals. Celebrating local customs and cuisine. Ending this visual journey through Switzerland, we have moved from its scenic charms to its most iconic cities, exploring not just places, but the curiosities that make every corner of this country unique. We hope that the images and stories shared have enriched your knowledge and inspired a personal desire to explore the diverse beauty of this nation.